Hi everyone, welcome to the Ask Bess video show, here every Saturday and Sunday at noon Eastern Time. How are you today? What's the weather? Where are you from? What's it like where you are? It's sunny here in Kansas today after a snowstorm yesterday. Today the topic is if you feel inferior, watch this. So I'm going to be covering that in just a moment. I want to explain a little bit. Hello Carol, my fellow friend, how are you? I want to explain just for a moment who I am. Bess McCarty. I'm a coach for business and life. My niche is coaching network marketers, but I do help people in all areas. And this is a place where you can ask questions. Either ask here in the comments below, or you can private message me on Facebook and say, I want this to be anonymous, and will you respond to that? So today's show covers a specific what to do if you feel inferior or you feel that somebody is making you inferior. Hello, Shamala, welcome. Good morning, everybody. So the questions people ask me are about business, network marketing, careers, family, communication, relationships, health, weight loss, spiritual fulfillment, all of these things. So any question is game, right? I'll be glad to give you my response to it, and maybe it will help. So my background, I am a body-mind therapist for 30 years, holistic health practitioner, inner child therapist, Reiki master, minister in my spiritual path. Head teacher at Body Mind College for 15 years, facilitated a lot of personal and group processes and releases, personal growth. Network marketer also full-time for many years, helped me raise my son as a single mom. So very totally entrepreneur though all my life. So I bring all these things together to help network marketers. I was full-time, but I'm not now. I'm a dedicated generic coach right now. I'm dedicated to doing my work with people. Hello, Curtis. Welcome everybody. Okay, let's dive right into the topic today. So if you ever feel inferior or you feel like someone is making you inferior, it may be that they are trying to get you to exert some sort of control over you or influence over you, or want you to join their wagon, their team, to be able to kind of sway you with all of their confidence. If it's a very confident person, one way to get you to agree with them, get on board with them, follow them, agree with them, be kind of influenced by them, is to diminish your own confidence in yourself. So if you ever feel inferior, discouraged, put down, or ashamed, they may be trying to get you to look up to them. They might say, well, they might sort of bring along the feeling like, I know better, join me, follow me, and so on. You obviously aren't succeeding in this area, why don't you follow me? And they may appear to be very, very confident, but watch out. They may be wrong too. They may be right, and sometimes they may be wrong. But actually, good afternoon from New Jersey. All right. If I would love to hear where you're from, where you're watching from. And if anyone is watching the replay, I'd love if you type in replay, because I want to thank you for that too. So this is just a short video today, just describing that these people are actually a gift to the people that they're talking to. If you've ever run across somebody like that, I think subtly I may have been that person, and also I have been the receiver of that. It's kind of good to be on both sides of it. But if you ever know a person like this, or you feel inferior or ashamed or anything like that around them, or just a little less than, the words that they might use are, well, that's never been done. You obviously haven't done it so far. I don't know anyone else doing that. Or as Robert Kiyosaki was told many times, you can't do that. And Robert said, I'm doing it, But what they meant was, you shouldn't be doing it because we can't do it. And so therefore you shouldn't do it. It's like a crab trying to pull the people back into the pot, isn't it? And just because it hasn't been done before doesn't mean that you can't do it. And it's important to follow your dreams. But these people are actually a gift. I believe they are in our lives to strengthen us, to challenge. We have a dream to follow. They might be in our life to challenge us and say, well, how strong is your dream? Can we get her off track? And if so, okay, then we might be settling for not following our dream, for following the other person's agenda instead of our own. We might be settling, we might be compromising, we might be giving up on our dream even. So these people are a gift in that they can strengthen your own values, commitment, clarify your dream, and also commit to take action with it. If you haven't reached your dream yet, maybe you need to increase your expertise. Maybe you need to polish up some things, learn some things. Not just increase self-esteem, but maybe there's skills and all that need to be brought into play. So it's not bad to have an antagonist. It's not bad to have an attempted discourager in our lives. There was a lady who wrote a scientific research paper, and people agreed with her and all that, but what she did is she hired somebody that she knew to be her antagonist. She said, will you do your best to poke holes in this, to find something wrong with it, to prove it not true? She hired an antagonist, and he couldn't. I think after months or years or something like that, he could not find anything wrong with it. So then she knew it was good, right? She actually had someone gave a job. It was a job to find her wrong, and they couldn't. So can you imagine that feeling? Wouldn't that feel good? So welcome the antagonist, welcome the challengers. If you ever do feel put down or inferior, go back and listen to everybody. I think it's okay to listen to everybody. Take their viewpoint into account, why they think you can't make it. You might learn something from them, from your antagonist. And then take that within, take it to your own inner guidance, your own inner values, and then see what comes out. Listen truly to your heart first. Now, I teach a process called Real Conversations with Ourselves, which helps anybody to get unstuck in minutes. So I like to share that with you every Ask Bess show because it's important. This is my life's work to get this out. So Real Conversations with Ourselves happens in 4 steps. First of all, we realize that the problem or the block that we have, which in this case might be settling for something less, giving up on our dream, giving up on our values, compromising that, following somebody else who seems stronger because it might be the easier way, because it might be the more secure way, or make more money, or any of these things. Number 2 is you look to see the emotion that's behind that. In this case, it could be shame or sadness about giving up our dream, or shame, feeling ashamed or inferior to the other person, like, oh, well, I'm not as good as them, evidently I might as well follow their plan or give up on my dream. Even if it's a family member saying, you can't do network marketing, what's wrong with you? You haven't been able to get it off the ground yet, why don't you just give up? Okay, that might be what we hear. So the feeling behind it could be sadness or shame. And the need, then we go to the need. So first is the block or the problem, then is the feeling, then is the need, then is the solution. Because every problem is really the sign of an unmet need. So when we solve that need in a healthy way, then the problem disappears. Does that make sense? So in this case, the problem would be settling, the need would be shame, sadness, the feeling, okay, I'll start over. The problem would be settling, the feeling would be shame, and the need would be in better self-esteem. And the way to meet that need one way to meet that need is to revisit your values. I like to journal. I like to write things down, especially when I'm thinking clearly, after I've gone for a walk, after I've done some of my spiritual exercise work. When I feel the most clear, go ahead and journal. What are your values? What are your dreams? What is your inner guidance? What do you want to attempt? And realize that there is no dream without the ability to achieve it. If you can dream it, you can achieve it. And then do what you need to do to achieve that dream. Is it that what do you need to do? Do you need to get skills? Do you need to get a coach or a mentor to help you through the blind spots that you might not be able to see? Do you need a coach to hold you accountable? These are the things that I do for people. Do you need to say remember your dream every day, remember your why, remember why you're doing it? And do you need that motivation? Do you need to look in the mirror and say, I can do this? I can. And I'm not going to give up on it. I'm capable of doing this. And if I don't know how, I'm going to find out how. I'm going to get the skills. I'm going to get the coach. I'm going to get the knowledge of somebody. Look for somebody who's done what you want to do, and then learn from them. So I hope that helps today. If you guys can relate to this, if you now understand the 4 steps, would you type in yes? And if you got something of value today that you can use in your life, would you type in your takeaway? Because I'd love to hear that. And if you know someone that might get value from this too, would you tag them below, or just share it in their Facebook Messenger, or share it inside of a personal growth Facebook group, something like that, or network marketing group. This applies to network marketing especially. Many network marketing, especially women, have heard from families or friends, you're into one of those things. What are you doing? You're into another one of these things. Who do you think you are? Why do you think you can do this? You haven't been successful in anything before. So these are some of the things that we might hear. And Shmala says yes. Good. I'm happy if you got something from today. Who would like to be on a text list for this class? Because just before the show, I text people who want a reminder. If you would like that, please private Facebook message me the number that would be best to give you that text reminder. I'll be glad to do that and add you to my text list. Every Saturday and Sunday I'm here in Eastern Time. Now tomorrow is a very interesting show. A lady wrote in that she wanted help with the relationship. She felt she should be with this guy, but he was distancing from her and it hurt a lot, and what could she do about it? So I'm going to respond to that tomorrow on the show. And feel free to ask a question too. She said I could use her name, but I tend to like to keep it anonymous for people. So you're invited to do that, to ask a question here or Facebook Live, or if you know me, just call me. Also, there is a class. I wanted to let you know that 4-step method that I mentioned, Real Conversations. You can get a free copy of those tools. Actually, I sell an info product with the tools, and it's worth $245, but I'm giving it away for free. It is a chart of the 4 steps that you can go through. It lists the problems, it lists feelings to help identify feelings, it lists needs to help identify the needs, and then it has various ways to meet those needs. Remember, every problem is really the sign of an unmet need. And this chart helps you to identify the 4 steps, going from problem to need to problem to emotion to need to solution. And this can happen in minutes, you guys. I've been using this for 25 years daily for myself to move through any block. What am I feeling and needing? And then how to meet that need. It can move me through any block real fast. And I've used it with just about every client that I've coached. And I teach this. So I'm making this available for free for you guys. If you like the free tool, it is that chart of the 4 steps, an audio that tells how to use it, which is really a radio interview, and 5 lessons sent to your email that help you to journal yourself through each one of those steps, one at a time, so that you can learn to do this for yourself. If you would like those free tools, then just go to the Facebook event, Real Conversations class. It's done, but you can still get the free tools from there. And it also tells you about a class that I teach on Tuesday nights, that I lead on Tuesday nights by phone. So for people who want a little more help, there's private coaching. For people who maybe say, oh, that's too big of a step for me, or in affordability or whatever, private coaching, you go the fastest and farthest, of course. I love working one-on-one with people. But for those who say, oh, I'm not ready for that financially, then I created the class. And so this is a Tuesday night class at 9 p.m. every Eastern Time, 90 minutes, and people call in with issues, and we do live coaching there. It can be anonymous. It's not recorded for privacy. You can come on and use a different name, anything. So you're welcome to join that class. That's at the same link. You can find out. So just go to the Facebook group, the Facebook events, Real Conversations class. You can find out about all this stuff. You can get your free tools. You can check out the class. and I'll be glad to have you. So if anybody has a question, please type it in below. And hello, Tiffany. How are you? My friend, Tiffany Beverly Malott. She loves personal growth too. She is a multi-million-dollar network marketing top earner in her company, or at least has been. She has switched to helping, full-time helping network marketers and direct salespeople. She has a wonderful magazine, and please check out her page and all the wonderful things she's doing. Tiffany, I have some ideas, if you're still on here, I have some ideas for skits for Most Powerful Women in GoPro. I have 2 ideas for skits. I wonder if you'd like to hear about them or chat about them. Tiffany people love the Most Powerful Women in GoPro in network marketing is coordinated by Marina Worry and Eric Worry every spring. May is the next one. I'll be there. And women have loved Tiffany's skits that she puts on. They're very powerful. They hit home. And that's why I love teaching with drama too, because we see ourselves in these skits. It's acted out. It's not somebody just standing on stage telling you about it. It's actually a drama acted out. So I love learning in these ways. I would love to coordinate with you if you would like to talk and chat. So thank you, Tiffany, for all you do for this profession and for everyone. Thank you so much. And welcome, Cedric. Good to see you. Okay, closing off now. Thank you for watching Ask Bess show every Saturday and Sunday at noon Eastern Time. Coming to you to respond to your questions about anything, health, wealth, love, network marketing, or anything. I'm a coach for business and life, holistic health practitioner, previous full-time network marketer too. Love to help people grow. That's my purpose. Help people grow to educate, equip, and empower entrepreneurs and create independent servant leaders. So thank you for watching. I love you. How can I help you? Take care. Bye-bye. Let me know.